Hey guys, so I figured I would bring you guys along with me. I'm gonna make me something to eat real quick, and so I figured I could just let y'all hang out with me and bring you guys along for a minute. When my kids are gone and it's just me here, which I mean, it gets boring, so I figure I could kind of make this fun and be talking up with you guys. And so what I want to have is probably just like chicken. I've got to, I don't know where I could set you guys. Let me set you right here. That'll probably work. So I have chicken, and what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to fry it. So probably just going to fry it, and it's just a chicken breast here. And I have no idea what's on. Oh, that's the daggum. That might work. I normally just kind of like rinse my chicken off, or any type of my meat. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to like slice this up a little bit. And my hands are clean, guys. I just washed them, so. I'm just going to kind of like probably do it in chunks and then just fry it. Probably fry it up with some barbecue sauce. So, I've got a movie that I'm going to watch here in a little bit, and I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to have to look. Okay, so I got that done, washed my hands, and I looked on Netflix. The movie that I'm going to be watching is called Twin Sanity. I thought that would be kind of interesting, so I don't know where I can hold you guys at here. Let's see. It's always hard doing this vlogging because I don't have the appropriate stuff to vlog with. I need to get something to hold my phone with. But so I'm going to do that. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put a little bit of something in this. I'm just going to use some of this coconut oil in my pan. I'm going to go ahead and spray this up. And we are going to have, let me find another knife. I don't know where my really good knife is. I don't know what to use, but oh well. So I'm just going to cut this squash up. Something is on this. I might as well just cook it all because if I don't, it's going to go bad. And I hate ruining food or letting food go bad. Some kind of sauce spilled down in here in this. Okay, so I haven't done one of these in a long time. This ain't nothing fancy. I just figured I'd bring you guys along because, like I said, I'm bored and I could always go get something to eat like somewhere, but I'm not really wanting fast food, so sometimes you just don't want it. So I don't like this angle how we're sitting here, guys. At all. And this is like all over the place. There we go. Yeah, I don't like I mean, I like fast food, but sometimes you just get burnt out quickly. And today I'm just not feeling it. So I'm just kind of chunking these up like this. Man, I remember back in the day whenever I was kids and me and my brother were kids, my mama and papa and my daddy would make a big old garden. And all like the fresh vegetables and stuff, they were so good. Does anybody ever remember running barefooted after like the garden got tilted or whatever? I used to love doing that. It was so fun. And what about corn? Did anybody ever eat raw corn? Because I know I did. So I'm going to show you how I cut mine. I'm trying not to like get my phone all dirty and stuff. Oopsies. Guys, I know this is kind of a bad vloggage, but it's everyday life, everyday life. I need to get, I keep saying this, I'm going to have to invest. I might go to Walmart today and look for something to hold my phone in to where I can vlog and just like put it in the right angle, because I'm sure y'all don't want just seeing my stomach. I'm gonna like scoop like right here because, you know, ain't nobody wants to be seeing stomach. Just saying. This is going to be like a lot of vegetables, but I can always just put them away. I just need to go ahead and cook them before they, you know, get old. So the other day I had a little soy sauce. I don't have soy sauce today, so I don't know what I'm going to use for these. Probably just season them up with something real good. This is not really the right type of knife you would need to do this with, but I couldn't find my other one, so oh well. It'll fry down and it will be good. Roxy, honey, that's not nobody. Okay, so you can't see my face that much because I don't have the proper like way to do this angle, but it's okay. So cheers, y'all. I'm drinking some coffee. It's really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with this. This is just the squash and the zucchini, and I'm going to just kind of, I guess, pepper it up a little bit. Let's see here, kids. What should we use? I'd blame it. Okay, so we're going to use some garlic pepper, of course. Garlic pepper is like always a good idea. And I like mine kind of garlicky, so we'll just leave all this out because we might need it here shortly. Add a little bit of salt. It's so quiet here. I normally have my Pandora on, and I have it through this little speaker right here, and it like blasts out really loud. So not too loud, but you know, enough to hear through your apartment. And what's this? I don't need lemon pepper, guys. Okay, so that's all that I'm gonna do to that. I always end up putting on the wrong freaking eye. Okay. So there's that. And then the chicken. Put a little bit of oil in here. Oops. Dang. That was like way too much. Way too freaking much. Okay, so I need to see. Stuff at. Might use some of this. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so on to the chicken. What we're going to do is throw that bad boy in there. We're going to salt and pepper it. Oopsies. I do salt and pepper with almost everything. This Dollar Tree pepper, almost every one that I have a hard time grinding it for some reason. Okay, so on to the squash over here. I'm going to add some of this, I can't say this, Worcestershire sauce, just to kind of, you know, give it a little taste, different flavor. Oh, I need to turn that mess down. Okay, so I think that I'm thinking about adding a little of this Korean chili sauce to my chicken. I don't know. It's got a different taste to it. Maybe just, it's kind of spicy. But it looks like this. I'm not going to add a whole lot because, you know. So we're going to let this cook a while, and I'll be back with y'all. The chicken, I added a little bit more of that sauce when I flipped it over. And then here is the squash. I also have some leftover fried potatoes that I'm going to eat with this. Because I was going to have like a baked potato, but so these are finally coming along. I just kind of like turned it up a little bit because they were taking forever to cook. The chicken's just about done. And then I have some fried taters in the microwave. So there is the fried potatoes. I just put cheese over on top of it with some salt and pepper and some bacon bits. And then the squash and zucchini, and then the fried chicken. I am back. Finally get to eat. I'm starving to death. It's like almost 4 something here, I think. So, anyways, this is like my first time ever cooking and doing a like eating video after the food that I cooked. So, the chicken's really good like that. I have ranch dressing, and I have ranch dressing here, and then sour cream here. That is for the potatoes. Man, I should have got some ketchup, but I didn't. And I probably need to pour these over on top of them. So, I'm currently washing clothes, which I only have like 1 load to do. And then after that, I'm going to probably watch a movie. Because I'm kind of tired. I didn't like cook these all the way down to where they're like really soft. They're just kind of like in between. And then I have Tootsie down here whining. Tootsie, no, honey. One little bite. God love her heart. My chickens kind of got cold because I plated it all up and then I washed the dishes real quick. But these fried potatoes are so good. So, I'm really ready to get these injections for my back. I'm nervous at the same time. But I'm hoping that it's going to work. Because I've been dealing with this crap for a while now. It took them like over a month to get those injections approved. So, when I do go back to that doctor, I don't know how long it'll take to get set up for the actual injections. I'm not going to lie, dealing with all of this has put like a damper up on my, like, kind of like my spirit. It's weird. It's like, I was saying that it's kind of like dampened my spirit or something. It's just weird. I don't know. I guess it's just change of like not working and like having a lot of time on your hands and time on your hands to think, and it's been a rough journey. But I'm thankful for it because it's made me stronger, and at the same time it's like, wow, when is this going to end? Like, what am I trying, like, what are the things is the Lord wanting me to know through all this? And so I just like tell myself that God's got a plan. I don't see what's going on, or like, you know, like if I'm going to be able to go back to work where I've worked at, and like lifting people, and like say if I get better and then have to go back to work and then like start lifting people again, my back's going to get hurt again. Like that's a lot of stuff to think about and be concerned about, especially when you have worked there for almost 2 years, and like all of my residents, you know, like you get attached to them and your coworkers, and change is hard sometimes. So I don't know. I just gotta wait and see how my back's gonna end up with the injections, if it's gonna be better. But I'm definitely ready to be back working. Because it gets old, like, not working. Here, Roxy, come here. And, like, I've said it before, but, like, it's so crazy how like your life could be going like, you know, the routine and everything's going good and everything's like going the way it's supposed to. And then you have one thing that happens. You get off work I've been off of work for almost 2 months now. Messes everything up, messes your routine up. And when your health is messed up, it messes you up. And it's like, wow. It's just like, it's very overwhelming, like, totally. And these past couple of weeks, it's hit me hard. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm just that much closer of getting the injections done. I want my leg to feel normal. Like, I can be walking and my leg feels so freaking dead. It's the weirdest feeling ever. And you learn how to deal with it and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's still like, man, my leg feels weird. And then, like, at night, it's like your leg, where it's numb, like you want to stretch it like 120 times. It's just, I'm just over it. I don't know how things in my work situation's going to go about. Like, people's asked me if I was going back to work and that and the other. Yes, my plans my plans are to go back to work, because obviously I have to. But if my doctor tells me it's like you don't need to be lifting and you don't need to be doing this because you're like, it's just going to make the problem worse since you're better, then I'm going to have to swallow my pride and be like, okay, I'm going to have to do this, and I'm going to have to find a different place to work. And more than likely, if I do have to do that, I'm going to have to go into home health. Because I have 4 kids to raise and my health is important. And I've got to do the wisest thing to, you know, possible. And that makes it hard. Like, I hope that don't have to happen, but I just feel like, I don't know. The uncertainty and the unknown of situations, when things are out of our control, we want to try to fix things and make them better. But here, Roxy, but when it's actually out of your control, and you've talked about faith and you've talked about God and prayers and what He can do, that's the times in your life that you have to be still. And that's been hard for me, because those of you that have followed me, I'm a very person that's outgoing. I'm a person that's, I don't like showing a lot of my emotions. I like to help people and all that stuff. To swallow, I don't think it's pride. It's just, I just feel like there's so many people out there that's going through things, and one more problem of me added to that makes things worse. So I've always just been the type of person to just keep going. But like, I've really noticed the last 3 weeks I have been so bad in a storm within just everything that's happened, that it was weighing me down so bad. And like, every day was a struggle to get up and move forward and to keep the faith and to stay strong. It was like I was weak mentally, physically. I was tired. And so I kept pressing day by day. I kept praying. There's a couple of close friends of mine that knew about all this, but like, I was just so tired. And you go through so much, and it's like, I got hurt with my back, and then I come down with a freaking a virus that ended me up in the ER. And then I had, like, a couple of days after that, I ended up with strep throat. And then after that, here comes all this crap with the upper respiratory infection and all this kind of crap with the bronchitis. And it was just like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, wow. But everything down here, and I mean, I know everything down here in this life is a trial. We're passing through this walk of life to help others. So, we've got to keep moving forward and keep hoping and keep believing, because it's going to pass. And if the Lord brought us through things in the past, He's going to do it today. But it's so hard. I mean, but I just tell myself, hey, God, you've got a plan. Help me to just do away with myself and give my whole self to you. Let me rely on you and let you be God and you carry me. And then doubt steps in. And frustration steps in. And fear steps in. And anxiety steps in. And it's like a whirlwind. That's what I've been dealing with. And I've not opened up a whole lot about it, but I felt like, to move past things in life, and if God gives you a testimony or stuff that you've been through, I believe in sharing it, because you never know what you're going through might help somebody else. So just keep me in your prayers, and I will definitely appreciate it. I put something, and I don't remember, it must have been all that pepper, but there's something in this squash that is so freaking hot. And then, so I'll get better with all of that, start taking those steroids for that upper respiratory infection and all that. And then I had to take more for my back a while back. But like the last set, and I was taking cough syrup and like a breather inhaler thing that it made me nervous so bad. But I had to take it because I was smothering to death. Like, I couldn't breathe. But after the last couple of days that I wasn't on that stuff, and I had used, like, I still have like a half a bottle of that cough syrup because I wouldn't take it unless I needed it. But after a couple of days after I took that stuff, the side effects started hitting me. I felt so nervous. And it was the weirdest thing ever. You just feel nervous for no reason, and you're just like, what's going on? And then it dawned on me, oh, that was those steroids. Because it happened to me before, years ago. I got really bad sick. I can't remember I forgot what it was, but I was on antibiotics for a really long time. Or antibiotics and steroids. And I got so nervous, I thought I was having a nervous breakdown. And I went to the doctor. I was married to Justin then. But I went to the doctor, and it was freaking side effects from the freaking steroids. So, medicine's scary. Like, so scary. But I don't know. And tomorrow's a brighter day, so we got to keep the faith, stay strong, keep moving on. And I'm just so ready to be working and having my own routine again. And what makes it more difficult for me is not knowing, excuse me, not knowing if possibly this don't work, if I have to have surgery, blah, 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 or if the injections work, but he recommends me not working in a nursing home facility per se. Then I have to change my whole way of everything. And that's overwhelming. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. It is overwhelming. And it torments me. And I've got to move past it. I got to move on. I got to live one day at a time. And I know it's attack from Satan. But that's what I'm struggling with. And it is horrible. But anyways, I didn't intend on getting on that conversation, but obviously it was on my mind, so anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go in here and put this laundry in the dryer and get that dried up and folded up, and I think I'm going to kick back and either take a nap or watch this movie. But anyways, keep me in your prayers. I appreciate it. I know I've said that multiple times, but I have, the past month or so through this, I have totally realized that I have to get past my stubborn self. Stop thinking that I can do everything on my own, which is hard for me to do. I'm so stubborn. And let others help me. And let others pray for me. Let others encourage me. And stop thinking that I'm just this big old macho person that can tackle the world and take everything. And when you finally get to this point and that's who you are, like, that's who I am. Like, I just feel like doing everything by myself, doing everything on my own. And when you get to this place to where you're here, where I'm at, and it's just insane, it's hard. But I think God's showing me through all this that I've got to let others do for me, pray for me, care for me. Because if you give that, that's why you give in life, and you get it in return. So, I don't know the lessons. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what situation is. People's asked about work. People's asked this. Truthfully, I don't know. If my back will allow me to, then yes. If not, then I'm going to have to change courses. I do want to get my LPN license. That's something that I want to do, so I might try to focus on that, or I might going to hospice care, or there's a hospice care out here that a lot of people's been telling me about. I might do that. I don't know. I've thought about doing like phlebotomy or something like that. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I don't know. And it is freaking overwhelming. Like, it's literally overwhelming. So, the good news about it is I go the 27th to the doctor for my back. I guess they'll talk to me, evaluate, and decide which way to go with that. And then I'm hoping that following week, he'll make me an appointment. But it's just horrible. And like, if I'm just out like walking around, or if I move my leg a certain way, my left foot will tingle like 1,000 needles are in it. And it takes a minute for it to go away. But it's so weird because you get used to stuff. You get used to dealing with that. And you put it out of your mind. But then like by the time night gets here, you're feeling it. It's like because your mind slows down. You're feeling your leg hurting. And it's the weirdest feeling ever because I get like this, it's like twinging and like pulls in my leg. And then my back, every now and again, I'll have like these like sharp pains that shoots like back here where your hip is. And then on this one side, I have this knot. And it's like that big around. I don't think you can see it, but let me see. Like right in here, like right there, the knot is like so big, and it's from, they told me it was from tension, or not tension, something about the muscles or something in my back. I don't know, but it's not went away, and it hurts like crap. So you go from not having to take Tylenol or ibuprofen for headaches, because like as soon as I got this done, my headaches and crap went away. And then here comes my back. I'm practically taking ibuprofen to live on daily. I take it. I have to buy bottles of ibuprofen. They'll last me a week or two, but like I'm taking that crap like crazy, and it just helps my back. Tootsie, hang on, baby. And I know this is probably a boring video, but this is my life. This is what I'm going through, and it ain't easy. It's not freaking easy. It makes me miss my mom so bad, and my mama so bad, and I just can't. I'm really going through a lot with this. It's awful. I'm not gonna lie about it. So that's that. Keep me in your prayers. I'm going to get off here and deal with these dogs and deal with this laundry and all that good stuff. But please pray for me, guys. I know you do, but sometimes we need prayer, more prayer and more prayer and more prayer. That's where I'm at. And anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.